So I needed a stand to hold my iPhone. Since I don't have a camcorder, everything I'm videotaping for YouTube is through my iPhone. Makes it kind of hard when you got to hold your phone with one hand and record and do things with the other hand. Gets a shaky video and I don't always get to show what I want to show. So I looked into tripods. Didn't find a tripod that I really liked, that was inexpensive, that was pretty universal. So I decided to come up with something on my own. And I had this stand already made. This bar right here was a little bit longer, probably another foot taller. And it held a carb sink for when I would sink the carburetors on motorcycles. But everything's gotten fuel injected in the past 15 years, so I hadn't touched the carb sink in a while, and I saw the stand. I thought of an idea. Figured I'd put it back in use. Well, that's a recycled stand in my case. And I'll take it apart a little bit and give you some close-ups on how I built it and how you can build your own. It's really simple and really inexpensive. The bottom, like I said, is already put together. Had the casters on it. Had some disc brakes off of a car just to weight it down and hold it where I wanted it so it wouldn't fall over. All that's the same from the last one. I just changed the top part up here. So here are the main pieces that I added to this. What I did first was I cut this pipe and I clamped it. And then I made 3 of these. One's slightly smaller. You can make them as long or as short as you want. Just a piece of conduit. Took it, smashed the end in a vise, stuck it straight in there and clamped it down. That gave me the flat spot, quick and easy. Then I drilled a hole in it. Both ends and all the pieces. And I found nuts and bolts in my stash of mass amount of nuts and bolts that I've accumulated over the years. And I just welded the nut to the piece of conduit. I put this in the nut through the hole, threaded it down so that I knew it was lined up when I welded it. And then I just tack welded it in a couple spots. It doesn't have to be solid welded on there. It's not going to go anywhere. Then for this, I took the bolt and I got a nice piece of chain link out of just a galvanized chain, and welded it to the top of the nut or the bolt so I have something to grab onto to tighten it down real good. Now when I bought my phone, I got an OtterBox because they're known to be one of the best cases for a phone, I guess, to keep it safe when you drop it. And I've dropped it a few times and it hasn't broken yet. For that, I used that OtterBox. I drilled a hole in the little clamp for your belt, put a nut and bolt, made a little L bracket with a hole in it to bolt on the very end piece, and that pivots up and down. This can pivot as it goes around. That's just the way it came. So I can rotate it 360. I can only rotate it by 45-degree increments. But I don't really need to do that. And this holds it pretty steady. As long as I don't bump the bottom of the stand. If I bump it, it will sway a lot on the top. But it'll work for now until I save up some money to get a camcorder, something better to video with. At least I can have both my hands free instead of just one waving around in front of you. I can have both my hands free. I can show you more, get more in depth into some of the stuff I'm doing, and I'm not videotaping the wrong stuff when I'm trying to show you something. Hope this stand gives you a few ideas, get your inspiration going. It's pretty simple, not hard to make. If I would have started and had to buy the stuff, I might have had to buy a 10-foot, maybe two 10-foot pieces of conduit, and it's only half-inch conduit. It's not very thick, and you don't need the brakes on the bottom. That's just there to hold it down so it doesn't accidentally fall over with the old machine I had on the top of it. Well, have a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There'll be more videos in the future.